Hello my fragrant friends, RazFrags34, another review for you guys. Thank you so much again for joining me. This one is from the house of Maitre Parfumeur at Gantier. And this one is the Precious Ambre. It's Ambre Precieux Ultime. Now this one is a limited version of it. It's they made 1,000 bottles with this one. Now there's an EDT version as well. Now it's kind of confusing because on Fragrantica this says this one is an EDT, but on the back of this box it says EDP. De Parfum. So I think this is kind of like the EDP version of it. But again, 1,000 bottles made, so very limited. It's gonna run, I think I paid about $240 for this one. I can't remember what it was on Lucky Scent, but I did get it almost 2.5 years ago now. And I kind of got around to doing the review on it. I wore it several times. I really enjoy this one for this time of year. So, but getting on it now, the regular, I know the bottles are completely different now. I know we're all used to seeing the red bottles. Now I believe they're clear. They still have, I think, that red little jewel, that little ruby on top of on the cap, but they're clear. And I think Sebastian Jara, he just did a review on some of these and on the newer bottles too, so you'll be able to see that over at his channel. But I don't have a newer bottle of that. This is my only one from the house. But like I said, I picked this one up. Someone got in my ear that these were limited, so I grabbed a bottle quickly, a couple years ago. So, but again, getting on with the notes of this one. You have myrrh and lavender in the top. You have nutmeg and vanilla in the middle. You have more vanilla in the base, amber, incense, coumarin. You have labdanum, Peru balsam, and tolu balsam. Now, first initial blast of this one, it's getting into the fragrance right away with smell. It's beautiful, guys. And one nice thing is it kind of dances all over the place. 1 second you're going to get this real nice nice strong vanilla, which is nice and sweet and comforting. Then you're going to kind of get like this little bit of an earthy resin, which kind of brings it down a little hint. And then within like a half an hour you're kind of start getting some other things, and there's a little bit of a hint of lavender in this. And lavender is really used. I know Raja Dove, he uses lavender in his amber scent, Raja Amber. And it's so nice because there's that chocolatey sweetness, but that lavender kind of just does something to it where it's not too like cloying. It's just a really nice blend. And I think that's what might do it, is it makes it not just a straight sweet amber resiny scent, if that makes sense. I like this because of the fact that it does have a couple things kind of going on in there. 1 minute you'll smell it and you'll get this real nice strong vanilla amber note, and then the next minute you'll just kind of get this real nice earthy, spicy, kind of resin feel, which really makes it, a really nice fragrance and a lot more deeper than just a sweet, playful fragrance. Kind of getting on with the notes again. Myrrh is strong in this as well, and I know myrrh complements amber really well. This is an amber dominant fragrance, so you are going to get the amber in there. So if you don't like amber, I wouldn't go for this one. But again, it's blended really well. The Ultime, this is kind of like again the EDP version, I guess. I know they've added, I think, incense and coumarin in this one. Coumarin can kind of go both ways. I've heard it can be bad or good. I don't really get too much. I need to study coumarin. I don't really know. I know coumarin might be like a bad body odor kind of smell or whatever, but I don't get too much of that in here. I just basically get the, there's a little hint of incense as well, which kind of is nice, and I think that might cool it down a little bit too. Incense is more cooling to our nose than sweet, so I think that kind of really complements the sweet vanilla amber in there as well. So, but again, it is vanilla strong. If you don't like vanilla, this is not another one for it's not for you either. But again, it's just beautiful. Projection, it really projects well. A good bubble, and a good 3 to 4 hours. But what happens to me is after about 5 to 6 hours, it gets a little bit close to the skin. So I don't know if it's just me or if it's maybe my nose has been plugged up a little bit or something. I don't know what it is, but it's I do have people say I smell good with this one too, in the first few hours that I'm at work and everything. So I know it's doing something and it's working. It just, I don't get like beast performance with this, after that 5-6 hour mark. It's still there. So I'm going to say it probably longevity is about 8 to 10 hours, but it's not totally beastly like, you know, I would you would think it would be. You know, again, performs well, but just not beastly. So again, it's just a great fragrance. Getting on with the performance, I'm sorry, getting on with the presentation of this one. The box is a little bit different than, like I said, the other presentation. I'm not sure the brand new presentation, but the red version, the red bottles, the older ones, just came in a regular box, you know, just like a regular, you know, a designer box or whatever. But this one is nice. You have I love the labeling on it, just with the gold hints. It's really elegant and really, it kind of really upgraded that. There's your spot where it actually fits in. So it has that real nice foam and everything. It's not going to scratch the bottle. It really fits in tight, so it's not going to bounce around if you are, you know, again, traveling with it, or, you know, just want to put it away or store it. It's really nice for storage. It's got that nice little silk thing to pull off. So I just like the box. A little bit more information with the batch code and everything underneath. So right there you get that. And then the bottle is very nice as well. I love now what they did. They put a little black, like that little like black onyx, I guess, on the top of this one. Now, one cool thing with this, I think the house came out to us in 1988. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this was the actual shape, I believe, and bottle. Not this bottle, but the shape, and they went for the 1988, you know, like limited edition. They kind of did the 1988 bottle for this, and that's kind of what it represents for this one. I know that they said I don't think it's the same color as it was in 1988, but this is the same shape in bottles. So, but very, very elegant. Like I said, I love just the gold, the hints, not too crazy gaudy, but it's very elegant and nice. You know, there's a little bit more information, batch codes, of course. Sprayer does work well, so hopefully you can see this. It's kind of a wide spray, which is nice, and distributes real well. It does have, I think they all have the same sprayers, even on the newer versions and newer bottles. So the you know, bottle presentation, excellent. You know, like I said, I think price point on the EDT versions you can still get are right around the 190 mark for a 100 milliliter bottle, and you can get them on Lucky Scent. That's where I got this one. You know, I'm sure you can still pick these up on eBay or something like that. I'm not even sure if you know, they might have not sold out. So again, it's limited to 1,000, but it may still be available. But excellent fragrance, guys. You know, I'm really loving amber fragrances lately. You know, amber's a great note, and there's a lot of nice fragrances with the amber note in there, and I think this is one that should get a little bit more attention. And also, I'm gonna grab an EDT version of it. I'm gonna get a new version of that. I know, you know, Sebastian Jara, you know, Max, you know, a lot of guys are liking this fragrance, you know, in the EDT version as well. I know Eric Hill, he you know, he talked very highly of this one as well, so I'm gonna get that version as well. And you know, so I'll at least have both, and I like this fragrance, you know, for the colder months. And again, that's when this probably would work the best, kind of like a fall. Again, it's not too cloying and too sweet, so it can be worn, you know, I would say like cooler spring days, nights, and also fall would be perfect. And then of course winter, you know, again, so for the cooler months. You know, a woman could wear this. I think it leans a little bit towards the masculine side, but I think this would be beautiful for a woman as well, because it does have that nice sweetness to it. And so excellent, guys. You know, I love this fragrance. Thank you so much. Hopefully I didn't drag this on too long for you. But Ambre Precieux Ultime, just an excellent fragrance, and I love it. So hopefully I'll see you guys around at the next review, and thank you guys so much again for you know, just watching and taking the time. I really do appreciate it, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks again.